Hey you guys, I am back. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Sorry, my voice might sound a little echoey today, but thanks for those who are starting to join here. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. I am actually just finishing up an event with the Ryan Neese Foundation. It's called The Power of Thanksgiving, and I'm in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, and it was really, really awesome because every year the foundation really gives back in a lot of different ways, but one of the ways is through what's called the Power of Thanksgiving. And essentially, we feed different people in the community a hot meal and have activities for the kids and books and photo booth and all sorts of really great things. So it's just an awesome way. I love the event each year. So I'm obviously here, who are still starting to join in here. I'm obviously here, so that's why my voice sounds a little echoey. And I'm in my hat and my Ryan Neese Foundation Power of Thanksgiving shirt. But I hope you all are well. If you're here for the very first time in a mental health moment, welcome, welcome. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. We're here every single Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Be sure to like and subscribe, Dr. Nekeshia Hammond YouTube. I'm more than happy to have you. If you can't make it live, then of course on the replay. And let me know where you're tuning in from today. Today I am, right now in Tampa Bay, as I mentioned before, just finishing up with this event, which was absolutely awesome and amazing, helping the community with the Ryan Neese Foundation. But again, let me know where you're tuning in from. So on today's mental health moment, I'm going to make it kind of brief because they're actually closing up here soon at this location. But Little Rock, Arkansas is in the house, Connecticut, welcome, welcome. But on today's mental health moment, I really wanted to take a time. I know pretty soon here we're starting Thanksgiving, right? And for those of you who celebrate in a couple of weeks, or actually next week, which is crazy, time is flying. But I wanted to remind you of how powerful gratitude is. So I was at a conference actually these last couple of days, and some of you may have heard of him, Jay Shetty. I just think he's amazing. He's a major influencer in health and wellness. He has like the #1 podcast, I think, with health and wellness. He's written a book called Think Like a Monk, which I would highly recommend to you all. Great book about self-care and taking care of yourself in your journey. And so yesterday, actually, at this conference I was at, I saw him speak, and just very phenomenal in what he was teaching and finding your purpose and all these sort of great things. But one of the things that I love that he said, and I want to share that with you, is that he reminded us to really think about our own gratitude, and not just the gratitude we have for the things we have, which is a good start, but also to make sure you're expressing that gratitude. So he gave us a challenge, and I'm going to share with you the challenge that he gave us in the audience, so you can try it yourself. I'm in the midst of doing it myself, but he said what we should think about is if you were to express your gratitude. So it's one thing to be like, yeah, I'm grateful for my family, my friends, my health, all those things which are good, but to express it to someone has a different level of benefit for your mental health. So he challenged us to spend the next 7 days taking the time each day to thank one person personally and one person professionally. Now, how do you do this? Well, it depends how much time you have, right? It doesn't have to take you, 20 minutes, right, to thank someone. You might send them a text message. You might send them an email. You might give them a phone call. You might jump on FaceTime with them. However it is that you need to thank this person. If you want to write a thank you note, however it is, right? It can be something quick, or it could take longer. That doesn't matter. The biggest thing, though, is to make sure you're expressing your gratitude. So again, for those of you just joining here, I'm telling you a little bit about, I just saw Jay Shetty. Some of you may know him. I just love his content online. I love what he's about. I love how he preaches more love in the world, more kindness, take care of yourself. So yesterday, as I mentioned, I was watching him speak to our group about finding your purpose. And one of the things that he was teaching about is how powerful gratitude is. One of the ways, though, that gratitude is even more powerful. So yes, you can write things down, have the gratitude journal, think to yourself, what are things you're grateful for, but also expressing it is another level of helping your well-being. So I challenge you, this was his challenge to our audience yesterday, and I'm gonna share that love with you all and challenge you all, the same challenge he gave to us. And again, thinking forward this week, the next 7 days, think about one person professionally that you can thank and one person personally that you can thank every day for the next 7 days. So that's the challenge I want to give to you as well, because he really talked about how powerful it is to express that gratitude, but also what happens is you're starting to train your brain to look for things to be grateful for. I get it, you all. Like things, life is hard. It just is. So there's different things that come up. You could be in a dark time right now. You could be in a great time right now. You could be in some, place in between, whatever it is. But we have a lot to be grateful for. And normally there's just people around us that sometimes we forget to thank. And not only is it going to help you in your well-being, but imagine that person receiving that thank you, right? So think about that. Thanks for those who are just starting to join here. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. But think about that this upcoming week, right? How can you, as we again head into the Thanksgiving season, and many of you may have different ways that you already express gratitude, but making it a part of your life as much as you can, to say thank you to someone, to text thank you to someone, or to write that email, or handwrite that thank you, however it is for you. Again, personally and professionally, one person each day is the challenge for you coming up here. A part of my personal journey, when you get to that point where it becomes a part of who you are, like gratitude now is a part of who I am. Like for a lot of different reasons, that's a whole. I'll put that information in my next book. It's a long story, but nonetheless, it is a part of who I am now, right? Like so, but it doesn't matter what level you're at, but you can work on always training your brain. And there's again different levels, different ways to continue to express gratitude, but this is the start. This is your 7-day challenge. So I encourage you, definitely encourage you to really think about that in this upcoming week. I'm going to hop off this live a little bit earlier today. For those of you just hopping on, I was just explaining that we were just finishing up an event with the Ryan Neese Foundation, doing what's called the Power of Thanksgiving, just helping to provide a hot meal to different individuals in the community. We had events for the kids. It was so fun. We had a DJ, the kids were dancing. We had a photo booth and books and food and all sorts of goodies for these families. And, what was interesting tonight was this one lady. I'm going to share this with you as I wrap up here, but this one lady that I was talking to tonight, she really said something pretty profound. Because when we open up this event, it's, whomever wants to attend. And she's like, I'm not even here so much for the food at this event, but I am here because I live by myself and it's really lonely. And I just wanted to have an opportunity to share company with other people, to be in community with other people. And she started to tear up actually when she was saying that, because she was so grateful to be at this event. And I just gave her a hug, because I'm like, it's like, we're here. Like, we're here to support you. We're here to love you. We're here to, like, we're happy you're here. Like, we're not asking who, it doesn't matter, like, who you are and all of the things. Like, we support you and we honor that you're here, and we're grateful to be of service. So I want to leave you with that today, because there's a lot of times, I know today today I'm obviously talking about gratitude and thinking about how you can express gratitude, but also just know that it's beneficial for your own mental health, but the person that you're expressing this gratitude towards, you don't know what they're going through in their life, and it can have a really profound impact, right? This lady happened to express her gratitude to us, to the volunteers and to the foundation, and we're just kind of here, like, doing the volunteering and all the things, and it's a beautiful thing. Like, whether we get thanked or not, it's a beautiful thing to get thanked. But the point is, she was able to express that helped her to express that gratitude. And it was beautiful for us to hear too. Like we're honored to do this work. We're honored to serve the community. So to hear how beneficial it was just to be able to sit down, for a little bit around community. Like she said, for her, she's like, I live by myself and it's very lonely. So to be able to come out to a community event like this, and we're dancing and the DJ's playing song, and just everyone's just in a very jovial mood, and it was just a joyful moment for her. Like it was a really beautiful thing. So again, I'm sharing that story with you because you never know what expressing your gratitude means to someone else. It really could make their day. I mean, nowadays it could make their whole year, because we don't know what people are going through. So keep that in mind. This is for you to express your gratitude, and it's for that person receiving it as well. As an educator, whatever role you play in the community, just know that a lot of people need to hear thank you. A lot of people, we don't know. There's some people that haven't heard thank you in a really long time. So that's even more powerful for them to hear and feel appreciated. So do that this week. That is your challenge. Again, as I wrap up here, find 2 people each day, 1 person personally and 1 person professionally, to think about expressing your gratitude towards. And again, it doesn't have to be a long, we're not writing an essay here. You don't need to spend 3 hours, but like a quick text, phone call, email, FaceTime, however it is, in whatever way you want to thank this person. And do that for 7 days and see what happens. So I'm going to wrap up here. If you guys need me at any time, you know where to reach me, drnekeshiahammond.com. I will be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn Live. Have an amazing week, you all. Be blessed. Be sure to thank 2 people each day. And I'll see you next week. Take care, you guys. Bye, guys.